Welcome to the ArmaniTalks Podcast. I'm your host, Armanitlkas. In this podcast, I'm helping you level up your 5 soft skills: public speaking, storytelling, social dynamics, emotional intelligence, and creativity. 5 soft skills for you to change your life forever, skyrocket your confidence along the way. In today's episode, we're entering the world of social skills, and we're going to be talking about the easiest way to have conversations. If you're shy, you may struggle with conversations. Every now and then, when you're speaking to another person, it may feel awkward for you, not only mentally, but physically as well. There's strong physical sensations that's making your body feel warm, and you feel like all eyes are on you. You feel as though that there's more pressure. This may be something that you feel, but it doesn't necessarily mean that it's true. The other person is just trying to have a conversation with you. But in your mental world, when it feels like so many people are watching you, that's when you may become stiff. Instead of asking questions back, you may just respond to questions where this other person is starting to think that you're not interested in engaging with them. When this happens, shyness leads to social anxiety, and social anxiety is perceived as social awkwardness. How can you create a conversation when you're nervous? Here, I'm about to tell you. You ready? You taking some notes? Don't worry, you don't need to take notes. All you have to do is ask the same question back. That's it. You don't need to make things more difficult than it has to be. If you are already in a conversation with a person who's talking, who's going out of their way to ask you questions, literally ask the same question back. Or better yet, just be like, you? Of course, answer the question first before you ask you. But simply by asking you show intent that you want to participate. Because with intent, it's never clear. It's something that's up to interpretation. But when other people see that you're making the effort, it becomes much easier for them to be like, okay, this person is a tad bit shy, but at least they mean well. And other times, they're going to have zero clue that you're shy because you're asking questions back. Now, let's imagine that you're speaking to another shy person. What then? Well, this is the perfect time for you to speak up. And normally, when we see someone who's shyer than us, it becomes much easier for us to feel confident. So this is one of those scenarios where you can exercise your storytelling skills and you can ask this other shy person more questions about their life. The more questions you're asking them, if they want to participate, they can start asking questions back to you. It eventually comes down to a dance. Conversation skills are just a dance, and it's a flow of energy from one node to the next. But to make sure that we're keeping the energy moving is key. So it doesn't matter if you are shy. It doesn't matter if you're socially anxious. Eventually, you are going to have to ask questions back. Other people do not like to carry the entire conversation on their back because carrying a conversation requires a lot of work. It requires a lot of mental energy. So help them out, and eventually they will help you out as well. If you want more practical insights like this into communication skills and more specifically social skills, be sure to check out The Charisma King. In this book, you're going to learn more about how to create small talk, how to keep conversations going, how to listen better, ask better questions, and much more. I'm going to drop the link for The Charisma King in the description box, or you can also go to ArmaniTalks.com and grab your copy today. Thank you very much for joining the Armani Talks podcast, and I will catch you next time.